Driving to Win, up next on Comcast Newsmakers.
Bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Driving to Win, up next on Comcast Newsmakers.
Bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our show. South Florida roadways can be quite challenging for drivers. Here to tell us how to navigate the highways safely is this hour's newsmaker, Trooper Elliot Rosen with the Florida Highway Patrol. Welcome to our show. You've started an initiative really to educate drivers out there, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
And what are some of the keys you're trying to teach people?
Well, we take driving as a matter of routine and habit, and really that's not how driving should be taken. Every time we get behind the wheel of a car, we really need to understand what's at stake. Our livelihoods, our families. We don't really think about driving. Driving itself is multitasking, yet we do so many other things while we're inside the car. In law enforcement, we train our police officers how to drive tactically, because almost everything we do in police work has some type of tactical advantage. We bring the same to how we drive our vehicles.
Now, tactically, what are we doing wrong on the roads?
Well, we're not allowing ourselves to take full advantage of our situational awareness. You know, as we're driving, do we really think about who we're next to? What if the truck 100 feet down the road loses its load? What are you going to do? What decisions are you going to make to take some type of action? Do you know where the cars are alongside of you? Can you just make a lane change really well, sometimes without even looking, because you know the lane next to you is unoccupied?
It looks like a lot of thought process going into this, right?
Initially it is, but in police work we teach a lot of muscle memory reflex. We know that if we do the same thing over and over again, that we'll develop a pattern, and that pattern is reactionary. So when it comes time to react, we don't have to think, we can take the appropriate action.
One of the highlights of your training system also is being aware of your restraint system inside your car. And how important is that?
That is so crucial. You know, nowadays cars are designed so much safer than they used to be. We have crumple zones, but really what's at stake is if we're not seatbelted in, that means all occupants, even somebody behind you. If God forbid there's an accident or your sudden deceleration and then you strike an object, is the person seated behind you going to catapult forward and strike you? We've had fatalities where people inside the car have killed the person sitting next to them.
Really?
So the restraint device keeps you inside the car because the forces applied in an accident are way too great for you to actually hold yourself inside a car.
Now, this training process is your initiative. What made you start to go out there externally and try to educate people about this?
I've been on for over 31 years. I've seen way too much tragedies. I see our young teen drivers in car accidents, and you just look at them and say, is this person who I'm standing next to who's now deceased, could they have been the next cure for cancer, the next scientist, the next great leader of the world? You know, there's so much at stake when we drive, but we just don't think about it. But if we just take the time and we learn some techniques, these techniques aren't very hard to learn. It's just applying them, and the more you do so, then you actually don't have to think as much when it comes time to react and respond.
If you're going to give one suggestion to the people out there viewing right now on what they can do tomorrow when they get behind the wheel, what would it be?
Drive like your life depends on it, because it does. Your livelihood depends on it. Your family, your loved ones, all depend on you getting from the point you started from back home again. If we do simple things, just like locking our door, how simple it is to lock a door. Yet a locked door, you stand a much better chance in a catastrophic crash of that door staying shut. If the door opens up and your arms or one of your legs flies out and the door slams shut, there's nothing we can do except rely on modern medicine to try to attach the limb.
Okay. People are much too casual when they drive right now. They do it automatically almost.
They do it as a matter of habit. They do, but they don't really think of the consequences, and it only happens in a split second.
All right. Well, thank you very much. This hour's newsmaker, Trooper Elliot Rosen, teaching Florida drivers how to win on the roadways. I'm Spiro Canton. Thank you for joining us.
The preceding has been a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers. And now, back to CNN Headline News.